Good morning, Panthers. Miss LaFestie's here, and I'm coming with you, starting your week out with our reading focus. Our reading focus this week is making connections, and this is something that we've done pretty much all year long, either when your teacher is reading stories to you, or you're reading by yourselves, or you're reading with a buddy. And what making connections really means is it's when readers get a deeper understanding of what is going on in the story or the text that we're reading. We often think about things in our own life, like how does this book remind me of something that happened to me in my own life? That's called a text-to-self connection. Or a text-to-text connection is, oh, I just read this book, and you know what? That reminds me of another book that I read. And was the same, or it was a little different, but that it reminds me of this other book that I read. And then we have another way you can make a connection is when you read a text and you think about something that's going on in your world or your community, and you're able to go, oh, yeah, I can relate to this because this is happening right now. So I have a story that I wanted to read with you that I read with my daughter last night, and it's a really short story, but I made a text-to-text or a text-to-self connection last night when I read this book. And it's just a really short book, so I thought I'd share it with you. And it's one that she's had that she got from one of her grandparents because she loves pop-up books so much. And it's called Who's Swimming in the Ocean? It is like a pop-up book like this. And look at the shark. It says, it's push, pull, lift, and turn. And this book, it's a narrative nonfiction book. What? What's that you say? Oh, yes. Okay, yes. A narrative nonfiction book is a book that has a story to it. It has lots of facts and truths in it, but it's in the frame of a story. And this is one of those books. It starts out, it says, Crab. Crab gets hungry, scuttling through the seabed. What do you think he likes to eat? And then you can go like this. And I know that crabs, they like to eat clams and seaweed and things like that. And then, flying fish. These very special fish use their powerful fins to glide above the waves. Look at them go. So we have pictures of flying fish, and they do. That is a fact. That's the truth. They like to go flying over the waves. We have a seahorse. The ocean is very big, and these baby seahorses are very small. They stay close together to keep safe. There they are, all together, nice and safe. Wah! Watch out! Octopus, watch out! It's hard to keep track of all 8 of octopus's long, wiggly arms. And yes, that's right. We know that octopuses have long, wiggly arms. And then shark. Open wide. Shark has rows and rows of fierce, pointy teeth. Can you count them all? It goes like this. Yes, and we know that shark have lots of teeth. And I just had I wonder what kind of shark this is. And I'm wondering if the type of shark, how many teeth it might have. I wonder how I could find that out. Then we have turtle. It's hatching time for hundreds of tiny turtles. Watch as they cross the beach to their new ocean home. You lift them up, and they go scuttling towards the beach. These fearless little fish swim alongside an enormous friend. Who could it be? What? Goodness, can you see all of it? Whale. It's a whale, one of the biggest animals in the world. There are so many different kinds of amazing ocean animals. Which one is your favorite? Flying fish or crab, flying fish, seahorse, the whale, the turtle, the shark, or the octopus. My personal one is the seahorses. I love the way they look um, I've seen them at the aquarium. Oh, there's my connection. When I see them at the aquarium, they look like they're dancing. And I also like it how they wrap their tails around seaweed or kelp, and they hang on because the waves or the currents are so strong. So that was the story today. And my text-to-text connection that I made, or excuse me, text-to-self connection that I made is this book reminded me of the time last summer when I was in Atlanta, Georgia, and I went to the Atlanta Aquarium. And I got to see a lot of the animals in this book. I hope you enjoyed the book. Your job today is when you go and read a book by yourself, or you can even think now, what kind of connection did you make with this book? Did it remind you of something you've done in the past? Does it remind me of something that you might do in the future? And if you're reading a book by yourself today, or maybe with a buddy or a brother or sister or someone in your family, tell them how you made a connection, something in your life that the book reminded you of.